Oh. Oh. She knocked me out. That's weird. She didn't knock me out the last time she possessed me. At least I'm not possessed anymore. But why did she knock me out? Why is the camera on? Are we still in the same episode? Creator! We need to have a talk! I know you're there. I know you can hear me. Creator? Creator? Are you going to possess me and explain why you're making me read another Ace Oiler fanfiction? Well, you're going to ignore me, huh? You're going to ignore me. Well, let's see you ignore me calling you. Bloody voicemail. I will blow up your phone until you bloody pick up. Come on, you bloody stubborn. Finally! It only took you 5 bloody minutes. Why am I calling? Why am I calling? You know damn well why I'm calling. You're making me review another Ace Oiler story, even though I just did an Ace Oiler story a couple of episodes ago. You couldn't have found something else. No. 3,000 is good enough. You had to do that because of that. And I was going to have you read Encyclopedia Vagina, but that was over 3,000 words. Unless you want me to bump up the word count to 4,000. Now, if you excuse me, I have a bloody date. So, it looks like I'm going to be reviewing another Ace Oiler story about the Golden Gales today. Ckwalk. So bloody charming. Are they walking roosters? No, they're not. Right, let's get started. So, the summary. A cakewalk might just bring the Gales together. It's rated M, it's in English, it's humor, romance, it's over 1,000 words, so at least it's shorter than the other one. And it was published back in September of 2015. Alright, what the bloody hell?! Oh, why? At least the other story was easier to read. This is blob of text. Blob of texts. Why? What is with blob of text paragraphs? Why do people do this? Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Why do they... Same one. What Blanche saw. Oh, it's still the same format. It's just a gigantic blob of Blanche talking. Blanche, I see them. I see them through the crack of the door. Sure, they are certainly going at it, but I don't say nothing. Mama knows I can keep a secret. I just chitter like a little schoolgirl, like I was years ago on the farm in Georgia. Geez, they're really a sucking and fucking. I don't know what I'm going to do. And you know, I'd get my middle finger and rub it in my mouth and stick it up my little cave hole. That's just darling. Just nothing I need to hear. It feels good. I don't need to know this. You know, I fucked a donkey before. What? Bestiality! Bestiality! But that's never here nor there. I'm pushing and thrusting my little finger in and out of my kitty cat hole. And it seems like it needs a doggy instead. Ooh, I really want to fuck Ted again, even though Dorothy stole him from me. I think I'm gonna come. Oh, he, yeah, wee. I squirt through the door as soon as Dorothy opens it up, just a gap more. I get the bitch right in the eye. Bullseye. She screams. Blanche, what the hell are you doing at the door? Are you peeping on us? I just watch regardless of her crow-like vigilance. I didn't just peep, I popped. Damn, Dorothy. If only you knew. I see him through the gap, now in the doorway. He beckons me to come over to him. I slink over, licking my lips all the way. I sit on his hard member, stroking it lightly with my Brazilian butt cheeks. He starts to spit on it, and then inserts it like a cattle prong in my fanny. Dorothy looks at me in disgust, and I see her expression turn from hard to broken to soft and wary, like she wants something. She starts to jiggle her finger on top of her saggy vag, then slips in beneath her jumper. She starts to grunt like an animal. Oh, 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 yeah, mama. She wails as I start to collapse from exhaustion, hunched over the side of the bed like a rag doll. He keeps pushing it in harder and harder. He takes it out of my rear end, and Dorothy comes over, getting on her knees. She starts chugging on his cock-a-doodle-doo. He just had it up her, with the cock still in her mouth. She says, I taste the shit from your butthole. I titter as I watch her suck up and down like a squeegee on his rod with a fleck of poo-poo in her front tooth. Oh, Dorothy, this is the lowest you've ever sunk in my eyes. I will never avert them if need be, but it feels so damn good. Why do I feel this good? Anyway, I look over to the bedside table to try to distract my thoughts from Dorothy. There it is, a leaflet. Probably one the man brought in. Cakewalk on Saturday. Bring a cake to help the homeless. Maybe that'll be another adventure. Scene 2. What Rose heard. Another blob of text, but at least this one's not as large. Rose. I'm in my room and it's almost midnight. I hear light clatter on my bedroom wall, but I don't know what it is. I shake my head and dismiss it. I'm playing with my Alf pogs. They're so fun. I miss Alf. He was a dandy. Anyway, I hear more noises from the other room, Blanche's room. They get louder and louder, and the thump on the wall gets stronger and stronger. By golly, I just don't know, Rose. What can a girl do to sleep in this house? I'm going to see what's going on. I tiptoe lightly to the open door and sneak a peek. Blanche is heaving on the bed as Dorothy is riding on top of the guy she brought home, on the carpet. I wish they would put down a towel. Oh well, that's their mess. It sure is starting to smell. I think I'll spray some Febreze. I walk to the bathroom and grab the aerosol can. I walk up rigidly to the door and pot it open with my hand. I run in. Spray, 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 I say, doing a little twirl to a ditty of their mouths. What the fuck are you doing in here, Rose? Blanche asks. I don't care. I want a little attention. Miles away said that I always secretly wanted more. I guess he was right. The man looks at me and laughs. We get right. I get we right when he stares at me with those dark blue eyes. I strip off my skirt hypnotically and go over to the bed. He goes from the side and it feels so good and slippery. I want more, I scream. He sticks it in deeper and I croon in delight. Did you hear about the cakewalk? He asks me. Oh, that really does sound grand. A cakewalk. Scene 3. What Sophia felt. Please tell me she's not going to join in on the fuck session that her daughter is also involved in. Sophia, I feel like something's wrong. Maybe I heard a noise, but that wouldn't be unusual coming from Blanche's room. She really is a slut, but I guess I'm no Mother Teresa. What the hell was that? Is Rose leaving her room and peeking in at Blanche's? She's sniffing in the air. She goes to the bathroom and gets an air sweetener shit I used to spray the smell after I take a dump on the crapper. She's taking her clothes off. What the hell is going on in there? in here, on here. Should say in there, but it says on here. If Sal could only see what kind of stuff I deal with living in the house with 3 post-menopausal broads. Haha. Sheesh. I'm going to check it out. Why do they leave the door open? I can see everything. Wow, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Blanche is moving in on the bed like a snake, and Rose is getting cornholed by the homeless man. That can't be my Dorothy. I don't believe it. My Dorothy. My Dorothy licking some guy's nods underneath him as he screws little Miss Muffet Rose on a vanity chair. Dorothy, what are you doing? Nothing more. Now shut the fuck up. Rose turns her head and looks at me. Did you hear about the cakewalk, Sophia? Cakewalk? Cakewalk? What cakewalk? What are you talking about, you bozo bitch? I ask. The cakewalk, the man says. It's for the homeless. Fuck the cakewalk. Why go to a cakewalk when you can have a cockwalk? Heh. I grin. No! Oh my god! You're joining in on your... I go over to the threesome and add my side. He sticks a dildo the size of a cannoli into my twat, and I feel bliss. Why? Who needs a fucking cake when you got a cock at the end? Oh my god! They're all fucking the same man. And she is joining in on the fuck session that her daughter is involved in. There's bloody, no. This is ridiculous. Why? In his entire library, his entire fanfiction library is stories like this. There is nothing good about these. There's nothing good. Nothing at all. Nothing good. And also hard to read because of bloody blobs and paragraphic bloody, bloody. I need a moment. I am not making any sense. I need a moment. Okay. It was hard to read this story because the blob of text paragraphs. I mean, the other 2 paragraphs are not as bad. But still. And it's... how hard is it to have proper layout when you're writing stories? Even if there's magnitude, even if the story of this bloody magnitude, is it really that hard? For the love of God, creator, if you're going to make me read another one of Ace Oyler's stories, could you at the very least wait at least 5 episodes before you do so again? Or at least in the next season? This was awful. These stories are so bloody bad. Well, if you liked today's episode, please be sure to leave a like and leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I will greatly appreciate it. I will see you all next week. Until then, cheerio.